What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive. I got the blue suit on today, American flag blue. You already know what it is. You already know what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we're live. We're alive. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today's another great day for great American patriots. It is, ladies and gentlemen, Monday, Newsday, 11:29 a.m. on July 6th, 2026. You already know what's up. You already know what it is. Coming to you live from stolen Tongva land. Yeah, Zohran was asked about the Balogun situation. One prominent politician who hasn't chimed in yet by Chris Sommerfeld, an op. One prominent politician who hasn't chimed in yet about the reversal of the USMT's Falera and Balogun Game 1 suspension is Mayor Zohran Mamdani. Before the suspension was reversed, though, Mamdani said on This Morning Pitch stream yesterday that Balogun was cruelly given a red card, and now he has responded to it with a classic soccer react. This is not even a football react. At this point, this is like an internationally known reaction. Mamdani finally chimes in with this very curious non-response. It's not a non-response, ironically enough. That is not a non-response. A non-response response, quoting Real Madrid manager Jose Mourinho's "You don't want to be in big trouble" quote. Mamdani offered a similar sentiment in a Univision interview set to air tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing the U.S. men's national team tonight. I think beyond that, I'll have to quote Jose Mourinho, Mamdani said, per transcript shared with us. This isn't even high-level ball knowledge, by the way. FIFA has lost control. France wants the yellow card for Elise lifted too. The appeals just keep coming. France appealed to FIFA to request Michael Olise's yellow card against Paraguay is rescinded. Increasingly feels like FIFA has lost control over their own World Cup here. Any comments? I think it's expected. I think it's expected that Trump has basically penetrated the barrier and lifted like one of the previous things. Like, FIFA has always been an unbelievably corrupt institution. Donald Trump doesn't play by the old rules of corruption, which is to never be this in your face about it. He's penetrated the seal, the veil. He's broken the dam. And now you're going to see more and more countries that use the power that they have, the influence that they have, the money that they have to demand better treatment. There's no way you think this is expected. I keep up with the news to a reasonable degree. My jaw dropped when I found out, and I didn't even watch football. No, I'm saying France's decision is expected. This demand is expected now that Trump did the unexpected. To be fair, what Trump did is new and unique. That was insane. Whether or not the Balogun decision was appropriate for a red card or not is a totally separate conversation. What Trump did is unacceptable. Calling up as the host nation, as the most powerful nation on the planet, calling up the head of FIFA to be like, take this fucking suspension away. Because for those of you who don't know, when you receive a red card, I covered this yesterday, but I guess I'll cover it a little bit today as well. When you get a red card, there's a next game suspension for your player. Balogun obviously is one of the best strikers, if not the best striker on the American team, U.S. men's national team. And he is going to be an incredibly important player in the Belgium game that is leading off to the quarterfinals. The team that wins this game is going to head off into the quarterfinals. It's huge. It's a very important game. Balogun received a red card in the game prior because he just straight up landed full feet on his opponent's ankle. It was one of the grossest things I've ever seen. Now, in the game initially, they didn't even call it, but they went back, looked at it in the VAR in slow motion, and realized that he had done that. He received a red card as a consequence of that. And, it was a controversial red card. People thought that it was bullshit. People thought that it was too aggressive. There were obviously people criticizing FIFA because Lionel Messi had done something similar as well. But there are some differences. If you look at the Lionel Messi one, at least he pulls back, whereas Balogun leans completely in as a landing pad, utilizing the crunchy ankle of his opponent as the perfect landing pad. It absolutely is not controversial. It's a red 100%, no doubt, if you watch football. I know, I think so as well. But let's just say Americans considered it to be a controversial decision. Bro, Argentina literally has FIFA in its pocket. What are you talking about? Dude, no one is contesting whether or not FIFA is a fucking corrupt institution. Everyone understands that. People will say Cristiano Ronaldo has gotten favorable treatment in the past. I know. America is now officially a soccer nation. we might as well just call it football at this point, because that's what football nations do. And we have a lot of other qualities not dissimilar to other football nations as well, especially nations that are developing. We got a corrupt dictator-style tyrant, a petty despot in charge who does not shy away from engaging in unbelievably corrupt acts, both at the domestic level and now at the international scale. He's been doing stuff on the international level already, but this time with his hands-on approach to changing the outcome of FIFA decisions. That is what football nations do. The problem is America has a lot more clout at the international level than other football nations could do, potentially. Sepp Blatter did classy corruption, taking bribes for hosting rights, but never dirtied the sanctity of the game on the pitch. For that, he will always be a hero in my book. Yeah, red cards are not overturned by political phone calls. They are overturned by rules, evidence, and independent bodies. If a U.S. president intervenes in the FIFA president with the FIFA president and a player is suddenly cleared before a World Cup knockout match, the question unavoidable, quo vadis FIFA, football must never become a playground for political power, hashtag FIFA, hashtag World Cup, hashtag Gianni Infantino, and hashtag Donald Trump. This is an unprecedented level of flagrant corruption. Straight up. FIFA is one of the worst and one of the most corrupt institutions on the planet. Okay, as far as like international bodies goes, FIFA might literally be the most perverse and the most corrupt. And for many decades, this has been the case. But of course, as is the case with everything else that's going on, its corruption has moved on. It's evolved. It's gotten more ridiculous. And Infantino was the was the bulwark, was the champion of this new level of corruption. He's certainly leveled it up. Okay, this is yet another instance where the corruption has moved even further beyond. Sepp Blatter calling Infantino out is absolutely hilarious. Like Hitler criticizing himself in the mirror. I mean, the irony is, I think, because of the thing that I just mentioned, like where the situation is getting worse, like Infantino is unironically worse than Sepp Blatter. Hitler versus Mussolini. Today, I feel like Donald Trump, is what he said. I thought you were about to say Infantino is worse than Hitler. No. I'm not that much of a LARPer. I just, know the memes. I know the metas. I'm not that into football. If I was, I would probably say that. I'm sure there are people who sincerely believe that. I'm sure there are people who have said that in the past. Can Iran appeal the gold that was stolen from them? Good. That's a funny joke. Thank you. Thank you for making the funny joke. If anything, the hurdles that Iran had to climb was also another aspect of this fucking corruption. And I called it out at the time. The shit that the Iranian team had to go through, whether it be the VAR decisions, whether it be their travel accommodations, like that is another byproduct of what Trump has done to the worldwide game, like the World Cup. The whole point of the fucking World Cup is that countries drop everything and engage in this beautiful sport together, where everybody gets together and there's camaraderie, there's competition, and you put it all out on the fucking pitch. You leave it all out on the field. Donald Trump already started by ruining that beautiful sport. What's interesting about the actions of the Trump administration is that there is a Hitler analog there. And what's really interesting is Donald Trump is actually, on this issue and this issue alone, worse than Adolf Hitler. It's kind of crazy, but it's true. He has no investment whatsoever in even the positive international benefits. No, literally. It's not even a joke. Like Nazi Germany was more open-minded, at least saw the benefits of like the international goodwill that they would receive from hosting a global event like this, and allowed people to enter the country. There was no restrictions on like referees and shit. You know what I mean? In spite of their very clear agenda of racism. It's insane. Good luck tomorrow on Fox News. I don't think you guys are understanding the point I'm making. I'm not saying that Donald Trump is like fucking worse than Adolf Hitler. I'm saying on this issue and this issue alone, even the fucking Nazis understood that this would, be a propaganda opportunity for them. Donald Trump completely cast that aside and was like, nope. Like that, the Somali referee not being allowed into the country was so unacceptable. Marco Rubio, when he's told he has to referee the World Cup match between USA and Belgium. Yeah. It's a strange time that we're in, Where a lot of Americans probably will look to what Donald Trump did as like rank corruption, but they'll be like, well, it's for us, so maybe it's good. Like the American team is incredible this year. It's outperforming expectations in many respects. Like this is a real opportunity as a host nation. This is a real opportunity for America to have a long-lasting positive impact. And Donald Trump had to fucking go in. He had to molest it somehow. He's just such a fucking molester. Lester the molester ass motherfucker had to go in and cheapen it. He had to go in and do the Trump thing. He had to make sure that people had issues coming into the country. He had to make sure that, you know, there was definitely a decent amount of racism involved in the decision-making process. And then he had to turn around and molest the game. Unfortunately, it turned Uncle Jank into a Trumper. Yeah, I don't play that game. I don't play the, we're the United States of America, baby, let's go. Like, we live on this planet with other people. We have to be more courteous to them. We have to keep certain things intact. Disagreeing with the decision on the red card is one thing. Directly calling the president of FIFA and reversing the suspension is an entirely separate set of events. You can't do that. It's only going to cause more enmity. I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, this is Jank and everybody else that saw this, okay? And they said this.
It's not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
America's finally a football nation. It's time to drop the soccer moniker. It's time to call it football. We are officially a footy nation, though. Engaging in this level of fucking flagrant corruption for footy-related reasons is the most fucking football thing you can do. It's coming home, lads. It's coming home, lads. That's right. Football's coming home. And I'm not talking about England, brother. I'm talking about Alabama. Football is coming home. That's right. We don't even care about it. We got a different name for it. We call it soccer around these parts, but it's coming home to South Dakota. Football's coming home, brother. Roll Tide. War Eagle. Go Birds. And by that, I mean MLS. We're not talking about no goddamn NFL. We're talking about MLS. Or now, MLF. Major League Football. Yeah. No 3 lines on the crest. 3 Eagles, brother. Yeah, Birmingham, not Birmingham. Birmingham, Alabama. American liberals have become so used to Trump that they think that they forget that the rest of the world still rightfully views these sorts of controversies as disqualifying of whatever he touches. Yeah. Belgium has a right to be mad, I guess, but it's also kind of funny how tilted they are. The United States has won one round of 16 game in its entire history. Play some soccer, boys. Yeah. Like this is the funniest part about it is that like we've completely capitulated to Donald Trump's madness, right? Here in the United States of America. But for the rest of the world's perspective, they looked at this and go, what the fuck are you doing? But it is really funny because like we obviously don't care. That's like at the heart of American exceptionalism. We don't care what other countries think. We do whatever the fuck we want, and there's nothing you can say about it. There's nothing you can do about it, right? And that's where we're at. Those are the rules now. Turkey levels of corruption, we're used to it by now, yeah. The last point I'm going to make on football is Mbappé was a victim to racialized animus, this time from a senator in Paraguay. He responds, Madame Celeste Amarilla, you are a despicable woman and unworthy of your position. You do not represent Paraguay, that country which has sweated passion and honor through the competition. Through your recklessness and brazen racism, the entire world has already forgotten the journey and the historic effort that your players accomplished during this World Cup, making way for an incompetent woman who gives the worst possible image of her country. I will never allow people like her the freedom to spread their hatred and racism across the world. The dictator has spoken. Probably one of the first occasions when the corruption wasn't just, we'll give you some money, and instead was, we will ruin the rest of the tournament for everyone. Yeah, we will call into question the integrity of the game. Not the organization, but of the game. This is the type of shit that obviously, people speculate about all the time, right? Like this is what you say. Oh, it's scripted. Oh, powerful countries, or powerful countries with big market teams or big countries that have a lot of money want to make sure that their teams have staying power because that means more purchases. That means more money for the overall organization. This is something that people fucking talk about all the time. And now Donald Trump has basically done away with the speculation because he's done it. Not only did he do it, he flexed on the world. He did it, and then he openly said he did it. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage on. Together unbroken. We'll make heaven known.